Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya and today I will be ranking all of the executions from the DANGARONPA series. Keep in mind that this is my own personal ranking. Some of my reasonings might be very silly and even idiotic, so just be aware of that and please don't come after me. Obviously, content warning, this video contains spoilers to the 3 main games, as well as mentions of death, etc. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 20. Bye Bye Ouchies, MIKAN TSUMIKI's execution. Well, it's no secret that MIKAN is probably the most over-sexualized character in Danganronpa. I usually don't mind content of this sort, it never really bothers me or anything, but this execution crossed the line of good taste for me. I'm not quite sure how to explain it, but it was just really bad and deserves the last place for me. Number 19. Cultural Melting Pot, KOREKIYO SHINGUJI's execution. Okay, so if you've seen my other videos, you probably know how uncomfortable KOREKIYO's motive made me feel. This execution wouldn't be bad if not for the ghost scene with both KOREKIYO and his sister. It literally ruined it for me. And you know what's the worst part? The fact that the only explanation I have is how unpleasant this execution made me feel. Number 18. MONOMI's execution. I've decided to include this one as well. So obviously it wasn't anything special, it was just MONOKUMA showing us how executions / mono beasts work in Danganronpa 2. But I feel like I need to put it on the list since I do like Monomi and I was really sad to see her die like this. Obviously it was a boring decent execution, so it doesn't deserve any higher place. Number 17. Forced Shutdown, AI JUNKO ENOSHIMA execution. This one will be quick as well. I'm not a big fan of this execution mostly because of how cute and flashy it was. The funky music and rainbows everywhere were not to my liking. I like executions that are exciting, kind of bloody and gory. And honestly, that's all I can say about this one, I'm really sorry. Number 16. Ultimate Annihilation, TSUMUGI, MONOKUMA, K1B0, SHUICHI, HIMIKO, and MAKI's execution. So, this execution made me really angry. Again, if you've seen my previous videos, you know I'm a huge Shuichi Saihara simp. And I was damn sure he's gonna die. I remember almost punching the screen while watching this execution. Then, when the black screen at the end occurred, I was like, say psych right now! Fortunately, they did and he survived, but still, I was not happy about this execution. There was nothing interesting about it. I mean, we've already seen Kibo trying to destroy everything at the beginning of chapter 6, so the execution was just nothing special. Number 15. Wild West Insecticide, GONTA GOKUHARA's execution. Another, and fortunately the last execution that made me feel very uncomfortable. So the whole execution was pretty nasty, especially the part when Monofani dies while her stomach explodes and a huge bug comes out. That was so disgusting. This whole pregnancy thing was disturbing, but then her giving birth to the bug made everything even worse. So that's why I don't like this execution. Number 14. Deep Fried TERUTERU, TERUTERU HANAMURA's execution. Okay, so this one wasn't that special. I liked the first scene in which we see all the characters, it looks pretty dope. I like how the execution refers to TERUTERU's talent and I absolutely love the soundtrack, but still, this one is not really special or anything, so I don't really have a lot to say about it. Number 13. The Cage of Death, MONDO OWADA's execution. This one would be higher if not for the ending. I mean, Mondo's butter is such a meme. I can't take this execution seriously anymore, I'm so sorry. Number 12. Blast Off, Jin Kirigiri's execution. When I started playing, I had no idea this was an official execution. It obviously made sense after finishing the game, but what can I say? I did like it. It was a decent execution, but I still found it kind of intriguing. I don't know why, but I like the way the bones fell out of the rocket thing. Number 11. After School Lesson, KYOKO Kirigiri and Makoto NAEGI's execution. So this one is cool, but why does Kyoko and Makoto have the same execution? I don't really understand. Can someone explain? But anyways, if it comes to Makoto, I love the plot twist, obviously, since he survived and stuff. That's all I can say. Next! Number 10, Blast Off. Second Ignition. Kaito Momota's execution. I like this one for the plot twist. Again, the execution didn't work because Kaito died before it was finished, so yeah, that was interesting to see. Number 9, Excavator Destroyer. Alter Ego's execution. No, just a no-no. This plot twist broke my heart because, you know, Chihiro is my favorite character in Trigger Happy Havoc, and seeing his creation getting destroyed was just too much for my heart. But despite that, I appreciate the plot twist and the execution itself. Yeah. Number 8. Please insert coin. AI CHIAKI NANAMI's / AI MONOMI's execution. That one was so exciting. I love the Tetris, Space Invaders, and the Pac-Man references. That was truly enjoyable to see. Number 7. The Ultimate Punishment. JUNKO ENOSHIMA's execution. So I really like the idea of JUNKO going through all of the executions we've seen so far. Also, seeing her being so happy about dying was so funny. And I think it just screamed JUNKO ENOSHIMA. It was like so JUNKO chord. So yeah, I love that little detail, especially. Number 6, Gundam Tanaka's Stampede. Gundam Tanaka's execution. This one was an emotional roller coaster. It was both extremely sad and cute. I mean, Gundam protecting his 4 Darth Davis of destruction, and then them being concerned for him crying over his dead body. That was so adorable, but at the same time, absolutely upsetting. So, before the execution, I didn't really like Gundam, but this execution made me actually appreciate his character and personality, and I started liking him quite a lot, so what else can I say? It was an amazing execution. Number 5. The Burning of the Versailles Witch. Celestia LUDENBERG's execution. Celeste's execution screamed aesthetic. Her, the fire, the music, oh my god, the music was so good. Everything about this execution is so well detailed. Also, Celeste actually enjoying all of that was such a nice touch for me. And then Monokuma destroying that moment, killing her with the fire truck. Ah, gosh, I loved it so much. Number 4, The Thousand Blows. Liam Kawada's execution. I remember watching this execution with my mouth open. It might have been because of the fact it was the first execution in the series. Well, not exactly, but you know what I mean. And as I said before, I like exciting executions that trigger some emotions within me. So Leon's execution was definitely one of those. I was thrilled while watching it, and it was really nerve-wracking for me. Number 3, I don't know German, I'm sorry. But Kaede Akamatsu's execution. Another perfection. I love this execution so much. I loved how Monokuma made fun of Kaede playing a beginner song on the piano. The music was great, the emotional value was there, even though I wasn't a big fan of Kaede. It's just such an amazing execution. I don't really know what else to say. Number 2, One Woman Army. Peko Pekoyama's execution. This one ruined me. I cried so hard, bro. I love Peko and Fuyuhiko. Him running towards Peko in the middle of an execution absolutely destroyed me. And then her hugging him, thinking she killed him right before she died. God, that was just too much for me to bear. Also, the soundtrack made the entire thing so much better. Like, it's so stunning, so perfect. I loved every second of this execution, I swear. Number 1. Strand of Agony. Kirumi Tojo's execution. This execution is an absolute winner. So first of all, I loved it because it kept me in a suspense until the very end. It even made me nervous to see what will happen. I remember it made me shake with shock and compassion towards Kirumi as she went through so much pain during the execution just to fall down and die. This execution was so well done. very emotional, nerve-wracking, and agitating. I loved it, and I feel like most of the fandom did as well. So that was it. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to share your personal rankings and thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed the video and see you in the next one.